Good day everybody, welcome to today's video. Today's video I got the rest of the parts from Novaks conversion that will enable me to know whether or not the engine where it's sitting will work for me or not. There's a few things I need to get before this could happen. One of them was the headers. The headers is the big important thing, because if I would have welded the motor mounts in without test fitting the headers for clearance, could have been up shit creek without a paddle. And we all know that wouldn't have been a good time. That being said, we got some parts come in. I also got the tach emulator that I'm going to go have a look at, and that will allow me to know which wires I can disconnect from the harness that we're not going to be needing, and some other parts that hopefully I will be able to use or adapt, because I want to retain the factory airbox from the LS engine. Anyways, let's have a quick look at this, and then the next video we'll get back to work. So this is some of the intake piecing right here. Obviously that 90 is gonna come off the throttle body, then that adapter, and then the airbox, whichever side I decide to go off of. I still need one more piece to adapt from the airbox to that. This is collectors for the header. The headers I got are the Sanderson Headers from Novaks versions, like I said. And one thing I want to point out is why I needed to get the headers, because you really need to look for the clearance with the motor mounts, right? In the earlier video when I first got some parts, I originally thought that this cutout was for the steering. I stand corrected. It's obviously for the exhaust tube, and you can see, you know, just how close that's going to be to the control arm mount. And that's why I didn't want to take any chances. My motor's also not sitting in correctly either. It's kind of sagging down. I need to lift it up, and that will definitely give me some more room as well. But as you can see, I went with the non-coated headers. Probably going to coat them afterwards. High temperature paint, of course, and then probably use some header wrap on them, because I did pick up some header wrap a while ago. I mean, the price difference between the coated headers and the bare headers was quite a bit of a difference, and I wasn't going to pay that, especially in US dollars. You know, would have been like 400 Canadian difference, and that's just not what I'm looking for in this build. Now, this is the most important thing. This is the emulator, the tach emulator that Novaks makes. It's the only one that I know of that's made for the Jeep. Now, comes with your instructions. A lot of people have had issues with it. Some people have got it to work perfectly. Some people have issues with no tach or erratic tach. That's something that gonna have to try to figure that out. So you got your wire pin out here, 12 volt supply from Jeep, black ground of course, and then CKP signal, TGP, CM, pin number A8, and then CMP signal, GPCM A18, gives you the color, and then of course your tach signal from your GM, and of course you can't forget the resistor you got to add. So I mean, obviously when the time comes, I'm gonna do a video of installing that, and then we'll have to do some testing and, you know, try to get it to work. But now these parts came in, we can start fitting it up, make sure that we're happy, and if we're happy, pull the engine out, paint the firewall, paint the frame, and then we can get down to some serious work, then start reassembling, and that's what it's all about. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the quick video. I want to know what you guys think of the direction I've been going on this build for the LS swap. Obviously there's cheaper ways to do it, but cheaper can also be sometimes a headache. I want less headache and, you know, try to make it a little bit smoother so this project doesn't drag out any longer than it has to. Because you guys know I got that Cummins 4BT in the corner, and as soon as this Jeep LS swap is done, we're going to rebuild that Cummins, get a 4-door JK, and build a Cummins diesel Jeep. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Take care.